I keep over 30 reptiles and invertebrates in this one room. But how much time does it actually take me to take care of all of these animals on a day-to-day basis? In this video, I'm going to time myself doing everything that I normally do here in the reptile room to take care of these animals and see how much time it actually does take me. We're going to take this video in 4 different parts. Number 1, our daily maintenance, which requires feeding the animals, giving them water if they need it, and spot cleaning. Second, we have the weekly tasks, which involve deep cleaning water dishes and cleaning food bowls. Third, we have our every other day handling sessions with at least 5 animals. And last but not least, we have number 4, the monthly or every 3-week deep clean of every enclosure. And with that being said, let's get started feeding all of the animals. To start, first up on our list is feeding our fishies. There was a crazy big storm last night, so I don't know how much they'll eat, but they are all fed, and now we can go inside. I do want to preface that me spending a little bit of time on feeding the animals is not the entire time I spend in this room per day. I'm spending a lot of time on handling the animals, which is part 4 of the tasks. And I do try to make that at least an every other day thing, but like I'm doing right now with editing this video, I am holding animals and habituating them while I'm doing stuff around the house. Now that all the animals besides the snakes are fed, we have to move on to spot cleaning, but because I'm doing all of this big cleaning and deep cleaning, I'm gonna add 20 minutes onto the timer just to put up, that's how long it would normally take to spot clean these enclosures. With that being said, I can get down to the weekly chores of taking all of the bowls out, cleaning them, and putting them back in with fresh water. While I clean these enclosures, I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon members that allow me to keep all the animals that I do keep and allowing me to spend all this time here on handling them and cleaning them and make sure they're healthy. Now that we have the waters done, normally I would just put them in, but because we're doing a deep clean, there's no point in me putting the waters in just to take them out in a few minutes when I take all of their bedding out. So now is on to part 3, where I take apart every single enclosure that has normal bedding. I'm going to leave the bioactive setups like Athena's here, Einstein's enclosure is also bioactive, and I recently cleaned the tortoises, so I'm just going to spot clean them. And with the spot cleaning that I have to do, I have to take care of all 10 of the baby snakes that hatched recently. And unfortunately, they haven't eaten yet. So every other day, I'm trying to coax them to eat. And thankfully, 1 out of the 10 ate today. And I am very excited that they have eaten because that means I can start feeding that one regularly and get that one for sale soon. Well, I just finished a boatload of work. So here are all of the times. For the day-to-day feeding and spot cleaning, it took me about 40-ish minutes. For cleaning all of the dishes, it took me around 30 minutes. And then for all of the full enclosure cleaning that I did, which included all of the snakes in the rack systems and my one gargoyle that isn't in a bioactive setup, that took me 2.5 hours. So I spent around 3 hours and 40 minutes, give or take a good hour or so, with me dilly-dallying and not hitting the start on the actual stopwatch, but that is how long it takes to take care of 30 plus animals. So for people outside of the hobby that don't keep a lot of snakes or animals in general, this shows how it really doesn't take a ton of time to take care of every single animal. Now, that does not mean I am not handling any of my animals. I handled a few as I was cleaning, and I ended up putting them away or letting them roam around the area. But I still am handling multitudes of animals per day, just to make sure they're sociable for events I do, like birthday parties and educational events. Because we don't want any animal accidentally biting someone because I didn't do my due diligence on handling them beforehand. Well, that is going to do it for this video of All in Reptiles. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more stuff on how long it takes me to clean my animals and other enclosure builds that I'm doing right now, subscribe.